Welcome back to the show. You are watching Pree Dis. Please remember to follow us on Twitter at Pree Dis Show. Now, this week we have something special for you. It's a brand new feature, and this week we highlight some of the reggae icons. So, if you've been missing out on reggae, right now you need to check out Ken Boothe, because we have a two-part interview with the legendary, the iconic Ken Boothe. So check it out right now. Pree Dis brings you an iconic interview. So check it out.
Veteran Jamaican entertainer Ken Boothe OD was born in 1948. Originally from Denham Town in Kingston, Ken Boothe began his music career in the late 1950s. His mother was also an early influence on his career.
It actually started, as you know, I grew up in Denham Town, what they call ghetto, and I don't see it as ghetto. I see all these borough as poor communities like Denham Town, Trenchtown, Rios Town, all the town, Jonestown. But I actually grew up into a family who, my mother, she had like 7 girls, 2 boys, and the first girl, she's the first one that took up entertainment, Hyacinth Clover. For me to describe her to people, I have to talk about Bim and Bam. You know, when 2 comedians years ago, she was the wife for Bim. I used to watch her when she's dressing up, although she's a woman, not when she's nude or anything, but you know, with her pretty dresses and all them, you know, she lay out on the bed, and she's my first inspiration when she realized that I could dance, because most entertainers in Jamaica dance before they sing, you know. I start dance before I sing, because that's what it was in the sound system days in Jamaica.
Ken, who was influenced by Ska King Derek Morgan as well as Stranger Cole, has worked with a number of producers including Duke Reid, Sonia Pottinger and the late Sir Coxsone Dodd. He's not so keen a fan about some of the current music being released today.
You know, today is a computer age. So it's not like one time when you used to press 500 songs and 45 and put it out. It's not like that anymore. It's online. When someone actually spends some money and download 1 or so or 2 of the album, we have to give thanks for that, because there's millions of people who's online, you know? And when someone stop and listen to your works, you have to give thanks.
Sir Coxsone Studio One was the hit label back in the 60s that every artist wanted to be a part of.
Studio One is a barrier that you have to break that barrier. It's you feel like you're not going to be recognized as though you want to.
Ken Boothe has a long string of hit singles over the years. He recalled his first hit, a collaboration with Stranger Cole.
Those days I was a duo with Stranger Cole, both of us. And that song it wasn't 100 big, but like 50% big, because the first song that I heard with me on Jukebox, Uno dos, tres cuatro, cinco seis.
Before Ken Boothe got the major international breakthrough in the 1970s, he was already charting hits in the UK as an artist and songwriter.
The song that we actually start to have big names is we wrote some of those songs. This song like The Train Is Coming that I wrote. Then I just see Art Bella that I told you about. Right. And me and Stranger World's Fair, we wrote those songs. And then we start to adapt songs too, because Sir Coxsone, him have ears, you know, when him travel to America, we don't start travel yet. We brought back with him like the Moving Away, you know. He went to England and brought back Puppet on a String, you know, songs like those. And then I have people who also wrote songs for me, like B.B. Seaton, during that period too, who wrote The Girl I Left Behind.
There you have it, legendary, iconic figure in dancehall, reggae music, Ken Boothe. You're watching Pree Dis, and you know we're always giving you what's hot. We're here at Wendy's in Liguanea, and everybody in the world know about Wendy's, the freshest hamburgers, always done with quality. Now we're moving on with the show. We bring you talent on the rise, and this week we feature an artist from out of England, English-based artist Black Blunt. So Black Blunt, tell the world what you bring into the table. You're watching Pree Dis, everybody, and check it out.
Well, Black Blunt is a youth where You know, from a born until now, I have this love for music, and ever since until now, I've been pushing music, and I will never stop pushing music. And the way I do music, I try to do positive music, and also song for the girls, them, and just things where I go on out there, so where people can relate to. That's Black Blunt. Well, born and grew up Jamaica until the age of 18. Then, you know, you don't know, migrate to the United Kingdom. That's where I live up until now. We spend enough time in the studio, do enough work, you know, we do shows, you know, we open show for enough Jamaican acts will come over and all of that. So it's always been music and work and musical work, you know, never stop. And arriving up into the UK, you know, we get into sounding, which was part of my music love from ever since, and you know, we get into it. A cousin of mine was playing King Tubby's sound, which is a like major sound system in the United Kingdom, so I say. So, you know, I get on King Tubby's, start play King Tubby's, then we build a sound called Stereo Mellow, and from there, and it's like around 3 years ago or so, I just decided, say, done with the sound thing, you know, time to take my artist career on a serious level. The first track that has been released for me is Woman Intuition, that was released by Lockdown Production, which is Tipper Irie. Majority of the reggae songs that you hear Black Blunt do has been done by Lockdown Production, which, as I mentioned, Tipper Irie. Dancehall tracks I've worked with Wally and various producers, but at the moment, the most recent producers that I'm working with now in Jamaica is like, I've done some work with One Pop Music, Rory them, and I've done some work with Lock City, which is Adrian Chuckback. Cause this a thief and touch time. Girl, we no have much time. Say this a thief and touch pan, you may have a crush from the first time. Say this a thief and touch time. Girl, we no have much time. Say this a thief and touch pan, you may have a crush from the first time.
It's now time for a second commercial break. When we get back, we still have a lot more, because remember, you have the top 10 chart to see and a whole lot more. Keep it locked. You're watching Pree Dis.